The image of the Corolla is one of solid reliability and value for money, one that you'd expect from the world's best-selling car. So the temptation must be for Toyota to stick with what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
The Corolla has held its position as the world's best-selling car really because of the number of times that it's been changed and improved over the years, and that is a process that continues to this day, and the latest model takes Corolla to another step forward in terms of technical specification and the feature and equipment on the vehicle. The Corolla has been a world car for a long period of time, but again the evolution process for Corolla has led it in three different directions, and tastes in different parts of the world vary. We now have a version for the Japanese domestic market and for Asia, and also one for North America, and the one that we've just introduced, the new European Corolla, which is engineered and designed very much for the European motoring needs.
There are four body styles available in the new Corolla: a three-door hatchback, an estate, a saloon, and this, a five-door liftback, which they think will be the best-selling model. Add this to the various engine and trim levels and you'll really be stuck for choice from the 21 Corollas that will be available to us in the UK. Toyota haven't made the mistake of putting all their effort into fantastic exterior styling and forgetting all about the interior, banging it in as an afterthought. They've actually made a really good job of it. Gone is the beloved black plastic of so many Japanese manufacturers, replaced by lighter, brighter interior that comes in a whole array of choices. And boy, does it really make a difference.
Well, obviously the Corolla already has many strengths, but we have heard that a little bit of fun, a little bit more driving excitement would be appreciated by our owners, and that's something we've tried to deliver with the new model. The suspension has been changed, obviously the style as well of the vehicle overall has been made more interesting from the consumer's point of view. Some of the fabrics inside, the design elements, altogether more lively, we think more fun overall, certainly more fun to drive.
position is also extremely comfortable. Steering wheel well laid out and the seats are nice and firm. And I've heard no complaints from anybody about the amount of space inside the cabin, which is far greater than it was last time around.
Well, I think in Europe we're more emotionally involved with our cars. We like them obviously to be reliable and economical and good value, but we also like style and flair and in certain markets as well a little passion too. And that's something that we've tried to build in to the new Corolla, and we think we've been successful. First of all, we have a thing called the design panel, and that is made up of representatives of the Toyota companies in Europe. Now, we're obviously quite close to the marketplace. We know what our customers want, and we've tried to reflect that very much in the design, and we've helped the Japanese designers understand the requirements of the European market. Now, the other aspect, of course, is research, which is very, very important, and the new Corolla was researched in Europe as well, so that we could be sure that we got it absolutely right for European motorists.
The styling is certainly very different this time around and makes for an extremely distinctive car, and traditional Corolla drivers may be a little shocked. But love it or hate it, you will have an opinion on it. There can be no accusations this time that the Corolla looks bland.
Its success has been built on a very methodical approach of improvement, always improving on a solid base, and that again is the trend that has been continued with the new model. There have been many, many improvements, but we've also kept what was good about Corolla, particularly the strength, the safety, the reliability. These are attributes that our owners currently appreciate, and we don't want to lose any of that. So there's the old saying, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and the Corolla is definitely not broken, and we've just improved it as we've introduced the new model. I think all modern cars have moved on a great deal from the early days, the days of the 60s when the Corolla was first introduced, and it is a radically different car, a much stronger car, a much safer car, better specified car, and we've already discussed a car that is tailored for the European marketplace, fun, lively and stylish. We think that we've got a model in our range that would meet everybody's requirements. We can offer economy, we can offer performance, and we think as well in terms of practicality, we have the body styles that will accommodate the requirements of pretty well any family, and that is very much where the Corolla is aimed for the family motorist. We already build the carennerie at our factory at Burniston near Derby, and we build engines at Deeside in North Wales. So we already have a major investment in the UK, something like £800 million already invested. There's another £200 million being invested just for the new Corolla, and towards the end of next year, 1998, we will start building the new Corolla at our plant at Burniston. We'll start with the 5-door liftback, but eventually a year later the hatchback as well will be introduced into that particular plant, and we'll also build additional engines at Deeside, not just, as I say, for carennerie but also for Corolla as well. So this is a tremendous further investment, more jobs for the UK, more exports from the UK, and Toyota is very much part of the UK manufacturing scene. In fact, in many respects, a leading member of UK industry.
So have those engineering tweaks to make the Corolla more fun actually worked? Well, they have resulted in a smoother and much quieter ride. The handling is far better and it's more responsive to the driver. You actually feel a bit more at one with the vehicle. The 1.65 door test version that we drove has enough punch and it can hold its own in most road conditions. Overall, the Corolla is easy to drive, it performs well and it feels solid. As for fun, well, it's not totally packed with the F factor, but there is enough to put a bit of a smile on your face. There's absolutely no doubt that this time it's a much better car than the old version. It may not be bursting with style and it doesn't excite and thrill too much behind the wheel, but let's face it, the Toyota Corolla is never going to do that. That's not why it's already sold around 24 million vehicles worldwide. What you do have here is still reliable, it's well built, it offers excellent value for money with a high level of specification. And I've no doubt that it's a car that will have no problems pushing those already enviable sales figures even higher.